When people think about purines and uric acid, the mental image is usually a juicy steak or a frothy beer, not a plate of steamed spinach or sautéed mushrooms. Vegetables are supposed to be the safe zone, the nutritional Switzerland of your plate. But not all greens are created equal, and it turns out that even the humble vegetable kingdom has its own collection of purine-packed troublemakers. Spinach, asparagus, cauliflower, mushrooms, they've all got a little secret. They contain moderate levels of purines. And while they're unlikely to spark a gout war all by themselves, for some sensitive individuals, especially those already walking the uric acid tightrope, going overboard with these veggies could become the straw that breaks the toe. Let's get one thing straight before the kale enthusiasts riot. Plant-based purines are not as dangerous as animal-based purines. Your body processes them differently, and they come with fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that actually help buffer the overall impact. In fact, for most people, purine-rich vegetables don't significantly raise uric acid levels or cause flares. But most people doesn't mean you, especially if you're genetically predisposed, have impaired kidney function, or already have high baseline uric acid. Now enter the misunderstood suspects. Spinach, for instance, is a nutrient powerhouse full of folate, iron, and vitamin K. But it's also on the higher end of purine-containing veggies, especially when consumed in large quantities. Think smoothies, salads, and side dishes, all in one day. Then there's asparagus, that crunchy, slightly sulfuric stalk that makes your pee smell weird, and your uric acid maybe creep up if you're already flirting with metabolic overload. Mushrooms? They're meaty, savory, and beloved by vegetarians trying to replace animal protein, but they also contain moderate purine levels, especially when dried or concentrated in stocks and broths. And cauliflower, the darling of low-carb diets, may be riced, roasted, or masquerading as pizza crust, but it doesn't lose its purine content in the process. If you're already sensitive to purines or recovering from a gout flare, this is where quantity starts to matter. Eating a little spinach won't hurt. Eating a spinach salad, followed by asparagus soup, cauliflower rice, and mushroom stir-fry might. The combined purine load, even from plants, can tip the balance when your kidneys are running behind schedule or you're dehydrated, stressed, or loading up on other uric acid-enhancing foods. The irony? Many people turn to plant-based eating to avoid gout triggers, only to binge on these safe veggies under the assumption that more greens equals more health. Unfortunately, in the purine world, even greens have limits. You're not detoxing, you might just be sneakily retoxing. That said, banning these vegetables outright would be nutritional overkill. Their health benefits far outweigh their purine risks for most people. What matters is awareness and balance. Drink plenty of water. Don't stack purine-rich vegetables on top of purine-rich meat. And maybe don't juice an entire pound of spinach every morning like your Popeye on a wellness cleanse. So here's the slightly uncomfortable truth. Yes, even vegetables can nudge uric acid levels higher, but they do so gently, subtly, almost politely. It's death by 1,000 sprouts, not a metabolic explosion. Still, if you're the kind of person who breaks out in a joint flare from looking at a cheeseburger, it might be time to apply that same caution to your cauliflower obsession. Because in the grand uric acid chess game, even the pawns can sometimes take your king.